gave an indication to work together on it when they met the team from Senior Jose and Co.
Yeah.
For the first time, I heard both majority and minority say that this is going to negatively affect the middle class. That it's going to actually worsen the plight of people who are currently really under several pressures from this economy. In fact, he said it was dangerous to actually touch that grouping because of all the implications for it going into the future. And it's not shocking, right? I've heard a banter of a sort between the majority chief whip, Frank Anodompre, and Gabi Asare Chudako on Twitter. First, the majority chief whip stated categorically that it's unconscionable for anybody to pursue this in the inclusion of the individual bondholders. Then, when Gabi had actually stated a lot of things that's happening and why people ought to accept it, and that it's more dangerous and that people will be worse off and all of that. When he stated so, the response from Anodompre to him was that, listen, yes, that's why in the first place you should have engaged. So it appears Parliament, like many of us, were still kept in the dark. And Kojo, we've been asking for details of this matter right from the beginning. The people who have been on the other side have been demanding engagement. And you see, they did not start, none of the groups started by saying we outrightly reject. If you recall,
Yeah.
even the collective investment schemes that came out to say that we outrightly reject, they said, no, we have revised the position. Our only interest is to engage and see what best we can do. So it appeared right from the beginning, the only grouping that was unwilling to come to the table is the people who put together this document in the first place, who put us where we are in the first place. And I'm insisting it was because the elephant in the room is what is government willing to give more. And when you put the people on the table, they will say, shoot a little bit, cut back on your expenditure so that I can take some of this money from those areas so that we can use it to cushion the people. Because I'm so sure, rather than getting free water or free electricity, people will prefer to have their bonds being delivered so they can pay for those things. They do not want your blanket freebies as a general solution to the problem. So that was what was discussed right from the beginning. I know that also there was some indirect, of course, government has purported this to be some voluntary one. But if you are told you're on your own, we will default. And the first time in history, somebody is boldly telling people that we will default if you do not actually take up our alternative plan. And the other threat, and you see, these are massive threats, that the economy will collapse.
Yeah.
No Ghanaian want to see this economic collapse. So the indirect coercion things that they used were all supposed to be helping the people say that, okay, we agree, let's move forward with it. Until they reached the point they realized Labour was unwilling to move. Then let's tackle pensions first. Still, others were not being engaged. In fact, some were even asked to present alternative proposals, and they were never engaged beyond that. So you bring it about, they reject it, but they don't tell you anything. All that they mean is that regardless of what happens, we are going forward with this.